What's up YouTube? Pilot 83 here, doing another video by request. This video has been requested probably 3 times now by 3 different people. So I decided, I'm very true to my subscribers. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So what this video is, which you already saw in the description, that is how to work the autopilot with the Embraer Bandeirante. And I'm going to do this as a basic tutorial. So we're not going to get too much in using the Garmin 530 and 430. But I'm going to show you how you, from this screen, how to set it up. And how to implement that into your flight. So we'll just go ahead and pick an airport here. Let's do Edwards Airport, somewhere over here. Yeah. So we're just gonna take off directly from the runway. Y'all see me start this plane many times, so I'm not gonna get into how to start this plane and all that good stuff. I got previous videos y'all can watch if y'all need help with that. But just go ahead and set you a flight route, and you can use any of these in this plane. It doesn't matter. You can do GPS, VOR. I normally always use IFR for everything, low, high altitude airways. This is a short flight. There's no waypoints, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So I'm not gonna have any waypoints to show you. That is not Pensacola International. That is Pensacola International. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, we're here. Let's go ahead and bring out some sunshine so this is more easier for y'all. Alright, there we go. So, sorry guys, moving around here, trying to get everything situated. Okay, so first let's talk about this. So we got the Garmin 530 and 430. You really don't need to know how to work these to use the autopilot in this plane. I know that I said in some previous videos that I did on this plane that I know the basics of working these. Well, I've spent some time over the past few days and have really gone in and out and have learned a good bit more on working these. So if y'all would like me to post a video on how to work these specifically, so you can put in your actual airport that you're at into this and where you're going and how to pick your runway and all that good stuff, then let me know below and I can make a video tutorial specifically on how to work these if you want that more realism on setting up your flight, if you don't want to do it in the previous world map screen we did there, which I normally set all my stuff up in the plane like this for the realism aspect. But for today we'll keep this very basic, and I'll show you just what you need to do to get your autopilot working, so that way when you do figure out how to work this, and I did tag a good video by someone else who goes over this, it'll then all make much more sense to you. So first thing I'm gonna say, which is important, is you got this button here called CDI. It's GPS and VLOC. VLOC is for when you're coming in to land to capture a signal, like your ILS. We're not doing VLOC. You want to make sure that this is set into GPS. All right. So let's get ready to take off, and let me show you how you make this baby follow a flight route and how to get it to go to a altitude of your choosing. We do need to click some stuff here. They don't set us up correct here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. Y'all ready? All right. Set flaps to 15 degrees. Voila. Give her some thrust. Let's go. And as we're taking off into the air, I will say, so this girl that comes to my job usually every week, I've been crushing on this girl for a while. I finally got to talk to her more one-on-one today, and she told me she wanted to be a pilot. And as if I wasn't already in love enough with this woman, hearing that, just thought I'd throw that out there in case she ever watches any of my videos. But let's get back to the video, guys. It put a smile on my face. It's one of those things, you know. So let's go put up landing gear. Put flaps up. Let's go ahead and get up to about 1,000 feet. And I know ATC is about to start coming on, and I'm going to turn him down.
Pensacola
There he
departure
is.
pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy is at 600 feet, climbing 3,000 feet. Pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08.
Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and trim off. Now, a big issue a lot of people have been having, I don't think so much the autopilot, it's the mouse. And at first I thought it was just this plane, but ever since Sim Update 7, I've noticed just the mouse has been funky. Where I had to re-sign my buttons and stuff. And hopefully in the February update for the bug fixes, hopefully that will be on that list. Because the January update is just a world update, I believe, for, I think, Australia. But anyway, let's get into the video. So you see right here, you see our flight path from Edwards Airport to Pensacola International. Get out further here. But you see, we're not following our path. So if you want to follow that path, what all you got to do is, like I said, make sure that this is on GPS. Come down here, click your autopilot. Your yaw damper's not going to come on. Then just click navigate. Now watch this plane start to take over. Boom. She's now flying us back to our flight route. And if you look down here, once we've set that, this triangle is us. This green rectangular box is our flight route. And this will show us the direction of our flight route, where it's at, and this will eventually start to line up with this, showing us how aligned we are with our flight route. You see it starting to move now as we start to get close to our flight route. So we'll go ahead and let that line up real quick.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, pilot 83 Whiskey Tango 08 Tree Heavy.
So you see that's lining up there. Oh, Logan Air. I don't believe Logan Air is around anymore. I could be wrong. But now you see that rectangle is now lining up there. So now we are on course. Now if you wanted to change your heading, I saw some people complain about their heading, and that worked. Well, we got to take that off, click heading here, and then there's a little heading dial right here. And then you'll see this little orange triangular looking thing here. And this will put you in the heading where you're trying to go. So I'm trying to go to a heading of 147 degrees. It's going to take us to that heading. So a lot of people say they turn their heading on, their plane starts turning out of control. Your plane's not turning out of control. Your plane is just going to the heading that was set in this when the game started. That's all that's doing. once it gets to that heading, it's going to level off. But let's get back out of that. Let's go to this bad boy, because that's the big one that everybody's having issues with. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been a pain in the butt for me at first as well. Alright, so we're back in nav mode here. So you see AP, nav, turning back into our flight route. So this here, and I said this is going to depend on how you have your buttons on your mouse set up. I had to rechange my buttons around because things have just been very weird with the mouse on Xbox lately. And I've heard this from a few people. But I'm going to go over how this works. How it's going to work on your mouse might be a little bit different. So this bottom part of this knob is increments of 1,000. Top part, increments of 100. And there's also a push button as well, or pull. So if you want to get to a certain altitude in this plane, and I believe that this plane, I could be wrong, I've not researched on this plane, but I believe this plane will never go to, like if you set an altitude, it's not going to go up to that altitude. There are a lot of older planes that don't have that. You had to set your vertical ascent or descent. I believe this plane is that way as well, as far as I know, because I've not seen it do anything different. But don't quote me on that. I'm going to double check that after this video. But that's not an uncommon thing, especially in older planes. So what you would do is, anyway, go down here. Let's say we want to do 10,000 feet. Alright. Arm is going to pop up. That's great. So now you need to find the button that makes it go to this screen right here. VS arm feet per minute. And sometimes this is finicky, but it seems to be working right now. So let's say we want to do 2,000 feet per minute, which is a pretty big incline. Well, we're already pretty much at 10,000 feet. So let's go higher, guys. So let's right click again. Let's go 15,000. All right. You want to get on the screen right here with that one click where it says arm VS. If it's locked like that where it won't spin, hit engage. Again, there we go. And you can notice by your trim wheel here, if you're doing it right, you're going to see this trim wheel start going back. So now you see we are now rising. VS arm. So, but like I said, sometimes this will lock up after that. Just re-click that button and it'll go back to this VS arm. And you'll see the up arrow showing that we are going up. And if we go outside the plane, also, you could tell we are rapidly ascending. And I'm going to go over that one more time for y'all, because I know it can be a bit confusing. So let's just hit engage, get rid of all that. So let's go back down. So let's, oh, we're in visual. Let's get out of visual. So you'll click up here on that button to get in between these two, because it's just these two screens on here. Like I said, I'm not sure what button that is on your mouse. Mine is set up differently. So let's say I want to go back down to, we'll just pick a random, let's say 6,200. Alright, there we go. Click that button on your mouse that pushes you into the screen here. And now you see we are starting to descend. Actually, no, we're not. Sorry, guys. If it does not work like that, hit engage, do it again. There we go. It's finicky. But hit engage again, and there you go. And now you see that we are coming in hot. And of course, if you want to hold your altitude, you know, I believe we could just unclick it, re-click it, and now it's going to hold the altitude we're at. So 11.6. Now I'm going to do this one more time, guys, just because even I'm still like, what the world's going on with this thing? Alright, so the top button, you're going to find the button on your mouse that makes you go in and out of these two screens. So let's say we would go back up again. Let's say 15,000. Click it to this mode. Then click engage. And then click, let's say we want to go up 1,000 feet. Let's do 2,000 feet a minute. And now we are going to do it. Boom, voila, there we go. That's how that works. You just got to find the button on your mouse that does it. At first, none of my buttons would do it. And then I saw some videos of some people talking about it and talking about how they had their mouse set up, and then I messed with my mouse and I figured it out. Obviously there's so many different mouses. My mouse has I think 20 buttons on it, so but yeah, so now you see we're going up. Easy peasy Japanesey. Now we can lock our altitude. There we go. And that's just the basics of working this to get you to where you need to go. If you want me to do a more in-depth video on using this, because we're going to need this here if we're trying to set up our approach and all that, then I will be happy to do a tutorial on working the Garmin 530 and 430, which these are both the same exact thing. One's a newer version. Most people will have both of these in the plane so they can see the big screen here and then see like their waypoints down here, the time of flight and other information in the bottom one, because they'll sync together. But that is all for this little short video, guys. If you have any questions below, just let me know. Like I said, I'm happy to do a more in-depth video on how to work these if y'all want to. It will be a little bit of a long video because there's a lot to them, but it's good to know. I do like the Garmin 1000 a lot better by far. But anyway, guys, happy flying out there. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I have not seen any updates yet so far today on new planes coming out. I hope we get something, guys. Everybody, let's pray for a CRJ or a Kodiak or something, guys. Something. But I love all y'all, guys. Thank you all so much for your love and support. Every one of you that subscribed this year, the past few months, y'all have been just absolutely awesome since this page has started. Until next time, guys, happy flying. I'll see you out here in the skies. Peace. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys, see you in the air.